Hi mamas, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna. I am 24 weeks pregnant, and here on this channel I am sharing my pregnancy journey with you guys. I don't really have a big useful video for this week because my mother-in-law was in town this whole week and still is. So we were doing a lot of stuff with her, and it was very challenging to plan for and film a video, and I should have done that earlier, but I didn't. But I did commit to posting videos on this channel at least once a week. So today we're just gonna do a quick little chatty video. Was just an update of what's going on. Well, actually this update is going to be exclusively about my job situation, because as you can guess from the title of this video, I recently quit my full-time stable job in the middle of pregnancy. Was that the smartest solution? Maybe not quite. It definitely doesn't feel like it at the moment, but also when I made that decision, when my husband and I made that decision, it felt like the stress that I was constantly under at my job. I had that constant feeling that the stress and the situation that I was in was harming my developing baby. And it took about a month to actually decide to put in my notice, but we felt like that was the right decision and the right thing to do, so we did that. My husband and I talked about this, and even though we're not quite in the situation, well, actually not at all in the situation where I can just afford not working, but we felt like we should do what's best for the baby, and that we can do that. My job was in restaurant management, which was incredibly stressful, very physically and mentally demanding, and just super long hours. So we decided that after I was done with that job, I would just be picking up some serving shifts at a restaurant where I used to work, and that's where my husband and I met, and that's where he still works, and all that. So I've been doing that, and I'm really enjoying that. It's super nice to be able to step down from restaurant management and to be just a server for the time being. I'm really enjoying that. It's a lot easier for me, and I'm having fun, but obviously that's not a long-term solution. So at first I was like, I'm just gonna find a remote job. It seems like there's so many remote jobs out there. It's gonna be not a problem at all. Well, it actually has proven to be quite a bit more difficult than I expected. So I haven't been able to find a good remote job that would make sense for me, because I do not want to be on the phone like making cold calls and trying to sell something to people for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which there's quite a bit of those jobs, but I was looking at any like customer service support jobs, and so far I have yet to find one. I also have been seeing a lot of like posts on Facebook and Instagrams and YouTube and whatnot about like affiliate marketing, digital marketing, how to make money online, in your sleep, passive income, all that stuff. I'm sure most of us get those as well. So I was like, oh yeah, definitely, I'm gonna start doing that. So I signed up for the Amazon program and started posting on Pinterest as well as a little bit here on YouTube. And that hasn't been super successful yet. It's definitely not the case for me that overnight my post just went viral and people bought a ton of stuff using my links and I can make money. So that's been really slow. There's a lot of like SEO and stuff that you need to do to even be able to put your pins or like your posts in front of people that are actually interested in those products, so that has not been working yet. And I also finally had the time and made myself open the Etsy shop for my hand-burnt hats that you can see behind me on the walls. So I am trying to sell those because that's been a hobby for quite a bit now, and I have lots of fun doing that. So finally I had the time and the courage to make that into the Etsy store. If you want to check my hats out, I'm gonna leave the link down in the description box. But yeah, what else? I am obviously still looking for a real job that would be somewhat stable, because picking up servant shifts have been fun, but it's pretty seasonal, and I can only imagine once I get further in my pregnancy, it's gonna be more and more difficult for me to actually be doing that job. So I've been applying to jobs, I've been interviewing with companies, and here's my question. So I'm 24 weeks pregnant, right? So I have 3 full months, and then I'm gonna go on maternity leave. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet, whether I'm just gonna take the 12 weeks or less, or I'm gonna want to take more, but basically the job that I'm looking for is realistically only gonna be my job for the next 3 months. And I feel kind of bad because I know that I'm not supposed to legally disclose that I'm pregnant. I'm not showing to the point where it's super obvious that I'm pregnant unless I want to. So it's just such a weird situation, because during the interviews, I'm obviously not mentioning that I'm pregnant, because it also feels kind of weird to all of a sudden throw that in there. Like, you know, that they're not allowed to ask, they don't ask about things like that. So while we're talking about my professional achievements, all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, and also I'm pregnant. That just doesn't seem natural to disclose that. But at the same time, I feel kind of bad and weird, because I'm like, it just feels like I'm hiding something that I shouldn't be hiding. So, I don't know. I guess my question is, what do you guys think? Do you disclose, or should I be disclosing that I'm pregnant? Or at what point of the whole like interview and job search process or whatnot? I don't know. It's such a weird situation, because I know that I'm not doing anything wrong, but it feels like I am. I'm gonna be finishing up with this update on how I quit my job in the middle of pregnancy and what I'm doing here. If you have any input on any of this, please leave your comments, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you again next week. Bye.